welcome to the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Game of the Week on the Valley on ESPN as the Valparaiso Beacons play host to the Bradley Braves. As we greet you from the Athletics Recreation Center in Valparaiso, Indiana, I'm Andy Mazur alongside Kevin Lehman. We have a good game on tap here for you tonight. A couple of teams that are trying to get their first win inside this tough Missouri Valley Conference.
Well, it's a new year, and these teams are trying to get off to a good start. They're both 0-2, looking for that first Valley win. Bradley with some new pieces, but this is the defending regular season champ from a year ago. And Valpo, Andy, complete youth movement here with Roger Powell. A lot of young guys, a lot of potential for this Valpo team, and they need to protect home court.
All right, let's focus on a couple of players here today. Duke Dean for Bradley really carried the mail while Connor Hickman was out.
Well, Duke Dean is a little guy, but he's got a huge ticker, and he can fill it up from outside. He's had 2 games in his career with 7 triples, including 2 games against Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. But when he's played Valpo, he's been more of a distributor. Tonight, is he going to score? Is he going to be the distributor? And for Cooper Schwiger, Valpo, we talk about youth movement. This guy is 6'9", can score outside, can score at mid-range, is a willing passer. This is a guy that you can build your program around here at Valpo.
All right, let's check out the preseason Missouri Valley Conference poll. No surprise with Drake there at the top. And you see Bradley at the number 3 spot and Valparaiso down near the bottom. And again, we explained why. I mean, the youth movement is here.
They've only got 2 players that scored in the game when these 2 teams played last year for Valpo. Bradley, the defending regular season champion, got some new pieces. Rick Mass has moved on, Zeke Montgomery. It's going to be a battle now. You don't want to have a goose egg after your school name when this thing ends.
A lot of quality schools in the Missouri Valley, of course, and they like to play those slugfests against each other, and we'll see how this one turns out here tonight.
Now Drake off to a 3-0 start with their win over Illinois State last night. Indiana State at home against Evansville tonight, a big one. It's going to be a war, Andy, throughout this entire Valley competition.
And that's what it's all about. Quality teams, quality coaches, and we're getting ready for a quality basketball game right now here from the Arc in Valparaiso. Did some nice renovations to this place we'll talk about as we move along. And here we go. Bradley has the first possession. So this is Dean. We talked about him in the open. Heart and soul right there is Hickman. Leons. They're working around here. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Hannah. Gonna take it all the way in, and a foul coming up. And let's get to Kevin's keys to the game, brought to you by Grinnell Mutual Insurance.
Well, if you look at Bradley, they talk about owning their own matchup, especially in transition. Stay connected, stay attached, no straight line drives, and they need second chance points. For the Beacons, they need some offense from their defense. Not a great shooting team, and they have to match the physicality and the length of Bradley on the glass.
Now Edwards working inside. And now Sepp banging inside, had that ball knocked away. And Bradley recovers. Braves starting 5. It's Hickman, Dean, Atlison, Leons, and Hannah. Hickman left that one short. And here come the Beacons. Their starting 5 looks like this. It's Schwieger, Edwards, Diavero, Williamson, and Sepp.
Isaiah Stafford still out for the Beacons with the knee injury. And for Bradley, a different starting lineup as Christian Davis is going to come off the bench, and they're starting the freshman, Almar Atlison.
A strategy, I'm sure, involved in trying to get a veteran to come off the bench if you're not scoring.
And Atlison has been really shooting the ball well. He can spread the defense for you. The freshman shooting over 44% from distance.
We still have no score in this one. 90 seconds gone by. Each team feeling each other out at this point. Hannah with a little jab step. Now goes all the way in, using glass and rolled off. And here come the Beacons. Williamson on the move. Tries to go coast to coast, a little contact, and that layup attempt hit the bottom of the backboard.
Transition, Valpo's getting out and running. That's a concern for the Braves. They got to get back and set their defense.
Here's Hickman. A little float shot from the paint goes. First points of the game.
Hickman missed 4 games with an ankle injury, went down against Indiana State. This is the second game back. He is the heart and soul, as you mentioned, Andy, of this Braves team.
And you can tell what their record was when he went out and what it is now. They definitely need him around.
He is their bell cow, their leader, Connor Hickman.
And Valpo kind of searching for that guy still.
A lot of youth on this Valpo team.
And a reach-in foul going to Schwieger. Got him from behind.
Coming over the shoulder. Schwieger, the freshman, you can't get away with that in Valley play. Strong post up by Hanna. They've gone inside to him a couple times here, Andy. They're trying to establish that inside game for the Braves.
Who now go tall. Ahmed Jonovic. And Hickman buries it.
OB play, they knew that was coming. Williamson got caught in the shuffle, got knocked down by the screen, and left Hickman wide open.
Now Sepp will give it off. Edwards from the top. And Jonovic had the rebound, and Ryan Wardle right in front of us says, go, go, go.
Yeah, he really wants his team to play fast. They score much better in transition than their half-court sets.
Diavera will bring it back out. Now let's bring it to the right side. Here's Williamson. Now get up right side. Sepp missed that shot. Hickman for the rebound. And again, Braves on the run.
It's been one and done for Valpo. They got to create some points with second chance opportunities or turnovers. They're not a great shooting team. They'd find some other ways to get easy baskets.
Jonovic also goes all the way inside. Layup good.
Well, again, Bradley trying to establish the inside game. If the double comes, they're going to play inside out. That time it was single coverage on the big man.
Diavero had that shot bothered, or at least adjusted, as Leons came over. And again, a one and done.
Yeah, Leon's one of the best shot blockers in the Valley.
Well, it was in and it came back out. And here come the Beacons looking for their first points of the game. 6-0 Bradley.
Bradley really attached at the defensive end.
Edwards. And again, nothing on the offensive rebounds.
And no one's going to the glass in the white jerseys.
Hickman scoop shot goes. Timeout, Roger Powell and the Beacons. We had to break as well here. 15:28 to go in the first half. It's been all Bradley so far, 8-0.
T-Mobile built a 5G network so powerful, it goes beyond the expected. And now T-Mobile 5G internet for homes and businesses is here. Also here, 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 even here. Whatever shape your home or business is, T-Mobile is bringing high-speed internet to towns across America. Only 15 minutes to set up and just $50 a month with no exploding bills or annual contracts.
I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, right? I've been telling everyone.
Liberty.
Did you hear that? I just said her first word. Can you say mama?
Liberty.
Can you say auntie?
Liberty.
How many people did you tell?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
Not everyone's training for a gold medal. Not everyone wants to go hard or go home. Whatever you're starting, run your own race.
Let's go!
Because doing something is everything.
Get started with 2 months free. Visit onepeloton.com. Terms apply.
The Valley on ESPN is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 8-0 in favor of the Braves. And Bradley has actually owned this season series, at least in the near term. 17th meeting between these two teams is tonight. And Bradley has an 11-5 lead. They've also won 5 in a row. And in those 5 games, the average margin of victory has been 19 points.
Yeah, Bradley has been their own way with the Beacons. The last win in Peoria was a double overtime. You got to go back to January 2021 for Valpo.
Yeah, we were talking before the game too. I mean, if you're Roger Powell and you got these guys huddled around you, you look at this game against the defending regular season champs as a possibility to really get a big win and put in a feather in your hat.
Oh, no question, Andy. A signature win for Roger Powell's program. Bradley, an established program under Brian Worley, got Worley Coach of the Year from 2023. But a poor start for Valpo. They haven't got clean looks, and they haven't got any second chance opportunities.
All right, we'll see what Roger Powell drew up here in the timeout. Diavero. Ola Ajiboye is into the game for the first time. And a whistle and a foul, illegal screen. That's going to be 2 on Schwieger.
Oh, things have gone from bad to worse for the Beacons. Schwieger got that wide base. You got to have your feet inside your shoulders. That's his second. He's going to have to take a seat. And those two freshmen, Schwieger and Williamson, huge games in that loss at Elon from those two guys.
There's 3 turnovers already here for Valpo.
That was zone from Valpo. They're trying to match out of the zone.
Jonovic put that one up, missed it, but the rebound on the weak side. That won't go, the punch out. And the Bradley Braves save the possession. Dean had a clean look, didn't take it. Now they'll work it inside of the big fella.
He's got a mismatch in there. Picked up his dribble.
They'll hoist at the shot clock, horn, and hits. The prayer was answered.
The big man made something out of nothing. He was tied to the tracks.
And that one goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with Valparaiso. Hannah comes back in. 10-0. Bradley leads here with 14:23 to play.
It's all been good for the Braves. We saw Hickman get all the way to the basket on a transition basket, and then last time, Jonovic handcuffed, able to get 2 points out of it.
And saving the possession is Edwards. Shot clock winds down to 7. Diavero. He'll hoist a 3. Got it. See if that gets Valparaiso going. Leon's back the other way.
You can't celebrate. You got to get back on defense. A pitch over the top by the Braves. They've got some easy baskets.
Williamson, that one deadened off the back iron. Little bounce pass to Hannah, works his way inside, little Euro step and the flip up good.
I really like what Hannah's been doing this season. Willing passer, become more of an offensive threat, shooting over 60% from the field.
Sepp left open.
Old school pick and pop. Sepp found the range. They're going to need some points out of him, especially with Schwieger on the bench with 2.
Little dump pass inside. Hannah hoop and harm. Good look inside.
We mentioned about Duke Dean can make threes, but against Valpo, he's been a distributor last year. Had 10 turnovers and combining those 2 games. There's a great dump down by Dean. Hannah on the roll.
So Hannah with a free throw opportunity here, 53% on the season.
Is the one wart in his game, the ability to convert at the free throw line.
And in and out. Connor Barrett is checked in for Valparaiso.
Barrett, an older guy, needs to make some threes for the Beacons.
And forcing the issue there, Williamson. And they'll get the foul on Alvi Leons.
I like what Williamson did there, Andy. Turn the corner, get it to the nail, get some contact, get yourself to the free throw line. They like to do a spread weave with some high ball screens, so look for the Beacons to try to turn the corner. They got some quickness and get to the rim.
Good on the first for Jahari Williamson, who's the reigning MVC Freshman of the Week. That career high 24 in the game against Elon. He hit 5 threes in that game.
5 of 8 was highly efficient against Elon, a game that they had a chance to win. And now some token pressure by the Beacons trying to get Bradley out of the rhythm.
Now, how difficult is that, especially when you got a guy like Leons who's 6'9" that can handle the ball?
Well, they're going back that zone. They getting beaten in the post.
Nothing but net on that one as Davis splashes down the 3.
Oh, there's another player that's really improved his stock over the summer. Davis can hit that corner 3 with great efficiency.
Diavero could not connect. And here comes the Braves one more time. Leons faked the 3. And they tried for the alley-oop and missed. Marion Birch tried to feed that one in, but it was too tall. That's a task to get it too tall for Hannah.
They like to throw up over the top.
Long 3, short. But Barrett there to clear it.
Ball's getting stagnant. They got to get it moving. There's DeVero trying to direct some traffic for the Beacons.
Contact and the whistle. And the foul will go against Birch. That'll be his first. Timeout here on the floor. It's been all Darius Hannah and the Bradley Braves leading 19-8.
I wouldn't trade this for anything.
Trades, they work out sometimes. There's so many places to see, like Los Angeles, Houston, OKC, Phoenix, and the Bay.
We love our new house. We just have questions.
Oh, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you through all the unexpected moments.
I wish Bora Bora had a team.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's more than an attraction. It's a destination.
Spend a day doing it all.
Can we go for a ride? That's amazing! So where's this?
It's all here at St. Louis Union Station.
Plan your visit at stlouisunionstation.com.
What's the best part of turning 100? You. Our neighbors we've had the opportunity to help throughout the years. It's been our privilege to get to know you, to understand what's important to you, whether it's simplifying your banking, financing your dream, or saving for your future. We'll continue to be here, finding new ways to provide personalized support for every customer and every community, now and every day forward. Great Southern Bank, celebrating 100 years of support. Learn more at greatsouthernbank.com.
Tonight's Birdwatch presented by Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Andy, we got some great ones here, and this league is loaded with talented players, but let's take a look at Malve Leons, 14 a game. Here's the stat that jumps out at me, though. He's got 99 steals for his career, 100 blocks. There's only one guy in the history of Bradley that's had 100 steals and 100 blocks. That's a guy named Mitchell Anderson. Isaiah Stafford, 16 points a game, gives some experience to this Beacon team, but he's not playing tonight. He got hurt a game ago. Xavier Johnson, what a year he is having. Second in the nation in scoring 24 points a game. Last night against Belmont, they held him to 18, but he had 8 assists. He's also leading the Valley in assists and points. That's today's Birdwatch.
And Great Southern Bank and the Valley are proud to recognize the league's Player of the Year with the Larry Bird Trophy. Yeah, there's some talent up and down this league. And it's so cool to see the guys are not just kind of pigeonholing themselves into one aspect. I mean, when you talk about a guy like Johnson who's averaging nearly 25 points a game, he's dishing out almost 6 assists. So we're really looking forward to seeing Stafford play here tonight.
Yeah, there is a good look at Isaiah Stafford. Hurt the knee against Samford. He wants to go, but coach and the trainer said, nah, we better get that thing rested. But he gives them some experience. This is a very young Beacon team. Stafford, the transfer from John A. Logan, who started his career at Southern Indiana.
So D'Avera with one more. And he got them both.
D'Avera with a good start. Hit a three. He's improved three-point range and a couple from the free throw line.
Allison back into the game as well for Bradley. And now Hickman rattles home the three.
The Braves are a different team with number 10, Connor Hickman.
And a travel. Sherman Weatherspoon turns it over. Now the Braves take over, up by 12.
Hickman looks like he's healthy. He's got 9 points on 5 field goal attempts. Just hit that three. Got a bucket off that pin down on the baseline out of bounds. Got a basket in transition.
Allison passed it up the three. Now it goes inside and missed. And a foul coming up underneath on the Beacons.
I like that look from the freshman, Allison. He's like to settle for threes. That time, trying to drive to the paint, get some contact. With the new rules, Andy, drive it in there. It's hard to pick up a charge call.
It was funny. I saw the pass go to the corner. I looked out of the corner of my eye, and Brian Wardle was like, why did you shoot that? Can never please the coaches, right? Allison at the line hits that one.
Yeah, he's shooting it really well from the perimeter, Allison. 47%. One of the best in the history of the Braves as a freshman.
I was going to say, 13 games in, 21 made three-point field goals. 1 out of 2 from the line.
That young man from Iceland. As Bradley goes all over the globe.
They go
bring
galactic.
Their guys in. Greg Masters from the Netherlands and Leons from the Netherlands. They've had them from all parts of the world.
It's great to see the sport of basketball catching on everywhere. Shot clock down to 5. D'Avera pull up. Did everything but go down.
Well, Valpo's running that middle ball screen. But they refuse the screen. They're trying to get the defender to jump over the screen. They've had some good looks, but not able to convert near the rim.
That would have been a highlight play had it gone down, but it didn't. Now here's Edwards. On Hickman, all the way to the hole. Got the good roll.
The transfer from Murray State, Edwards, gets the ball in the funnel, no help defense, just beats his defender off the bounce.
And that pass goes out of bounds, so it'll head over to the Beacons. Get a line change here. Pretty much for both teams. As the Braves go a little taller, a little bigger.
If we go a little deep, Hartkey's been able to get some. He just came off the court for the Braves, but the walk-on's getting some minutes. Earned some when Hickman went down with the ankle injury. It's that middle ball screen that they're using, the Beacons.
Edwards tried to jam it home but couldn't. Now Dean, bring it up.
A lot of length when you get near that rim, the Braves.
And Allison will get called for the foul.
Really good move there by D'Avera, putting his body in the defender. D'Avera picks it up, and watch him now. He's going to take it right into the freshman Atlason. That's a veteran move.
So free throw shooting time for D'Avera. See on the screen there, 73%. And that's the graphic jinx right there.
You got him. He's really improved his game, though. He came out of Canada, now a junior on this team, and came in this game over 70 assists for the Beacons. They're going to need him to score some, though, Andy, because with Stafford out and with Schwager on the bench with 2 fouls, and Palm in the game, another player, international player, Palm also from the Netherlands.
Hasn't seen a whole lot of time when he's in. Not quite 16 minutes per game. One of the captains for the Beacons. Leons pass it off, and Jodovic tried to jam it home, but it goes out of bounds off of bodies, and it'll last touch the Braves.
Well, the double came on the bounce of Leon's. Great pass. Jodovic's got to finish that. He fumbled the catch, or else he would have punched that through. Really liked the process and the read when the Beacons ran the double.
D'Avero using a screen, now Palm. Williamson, quick to the spot.
Hickman closed up.
Edwards. Nobody wanted it. Right into Atlas's hands. And that three missed. Good opportunity there for the Beacons to capitalize on a mistake.
Yeah, no question. They've got to create some points with some second chance opportunities. We saw D'Avero get that steal. Not a great shooting team, so they've got to really find some other ways to get some easy baskets.
So Williamson picks up that foul. And subs coming in again. Birch and Davis for the Braves. Be interesting to see how many minutes Hickman plays tonight. He played 16 in that first game back.
Yeah, he's not 100% healthy, but he's looked very good today. Great start for Hickman. 9 points, knocked in that three ball.
Now Birch with a little flip shot, nope. And Leon's got the rebound.
And that's what they do to you. They get second and third chances.
Tough entry pass, taken away from the big fella.
Yeah, Barrett with some good hands.
And that went out of bounds.
Valpo has to avoid those unforced turnovers. They need to get a shot at the rim every possession. They've tightened up their defense though here, Andy.
Yeah.
And that zone kind of took Bradley out of rhythm. They went back to the man-to-man.
That went off the mark, but a foul coming up, and it's going to stay on that side of the floor. And that's going to go on Williamson. Timeout here on the floor. 7:58 to go in the first. It's Bradley by 10.
Live sports.
I've always been prone to hair thinning.
I'm genetically predisposed.
I just gave birth. I was under a lot of stress.
I started taking Nutrafol.
We test our formulations with the highest rigor of clinical trials, and we're the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement.
I noticed it becoming
stronger and thicker.
Nutrafol has taken me back to the hair I was meant to have.
I am back to me.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
Remember why you became a nurse? You wanted to help people. And girl, you're just getting started. You know what's next. Getting your graduate degree, that's how you can change this place for the better. For yourself, your patients, the whole community. You want to make change happen? Walden University is all about change. It's time.
Walden University, set a course for change.
Your tap water is delicious. I know, right? It's this Culligan Smart drinking water system. What do you think is going on in there?
I'm smelling a touch of chlorine.
Yeah, I'm detecting some PFAS.
I'm also getting notes of lead.
Perfection.
Sending it up.
Here we go.
Certified to reduce more than 70 contaminants. It's like having your own team of water experts. See the smart difference at Culligan.com.
Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
The Australian Open. It's different on the networks of ESPN.
Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
Our Missouri Valley Conference standings are a production of the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson Valparaiso, the preferred hotel of the Missouri Valley Conference in Northwest Indiana. Drake, undefeated at 3-0 Indiana State is 2-0. You look at these two teams right now, trying to each get their first win inside this tough conference.
Drake with a big win last night, home over Illinois State. They ran out early on the Redbirds. And we had quite a dust-up down there in Carbondale. UI with Belmont at Southern. Mentioned Xavier Johnson with 18 points, 8 assists. Casey Alexander got tossed in that game. That was an all-out war down there.
So there's Connor Hickman. I mentioned he was out 4 games. Second game back here, he's already logged 10 minutes in this one.
Yeah, those 10 minutes, he has done quite well with 9 points. He is the port in the storm. He's the guy that settles everyone down. An Iron Man on defense. Bradley needs him healthy.
Have a bit of a delay here with the official wanted to see the last play. I saw him come over to just to our right, and they want to look at the foul perhaps, just to make sure it was called on the right person, and it was. It was on Williamson.
There's the missed dunk, and there's the OB play. We get a travel call on Leon's. Valpo's had some opportunities, Andy. They've been able to force some turnovers, but going against Bradley's set defense is really difficult. They are very connected at the defensive end.
Valpo just one of their last 7 from the field.
And Roger Powell's trying to buy some time with his freshman on the bench with 2. Schwiger.
Barrett tried to force the issue. They're not a bad idea to go to the hole. They get it back into Dean's hands. Jonovic hands it off. Too strong from Dean, and there's steal by Davis.
Dean had a good look in that handoff.
Edwards, a lot of contact inside, but it floats it down.
In transition, drive it into the nail. That's what Valpo can excel at. They got some great speed on the perimeter.
Jump pass to the corner. Davis lines up the 3 and hits.
That is lather, rinse, repeat for Davis. It went out of the right corner, that time out of the left corner off that middle ball screen penetration. Davis just towing the line in the corners.
Edwards tried to answer a little too strong on that one. Now Dean will back it out and put one up. And the ball contested underneath. It's going to stay with the Braves. There hasn't been too many rebounds that have been uncontested underneath that basket.
Well, that's what Bradley does to you. They just come at you in waves. 3 new players in, and they have tremendous length. Jonovic at 7, his wingspan is 7'4". Leon's is 7'1". Hannah's up around 7'2".
Hickman, splash.
Wow, that is smooth. And Brian Worrell said he's not 100% healthy. Connor Hickman, watch out if he was. He's already got 12.
Tiavero has to give it up. Edwards tried to penetrate, and Hickman with a little bit of a reach in. He said, yep, I did it.
Valpo has to keep forcing action. Keep trying to turn the corner, drive it in there. Here's dribble handoffs, those pitch outs, hesitation. Hickman a little handsy, gets the call.
Tiavero to trigger the inbound. Edwards with the fake, and they'll reset. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Tiavero splashes that one down just inside the arc.
Has not been known as a scorer, but he's had to pick it up with Schwiger out, and they haven't gotten much out of Williamson either. The reigning freshman of the week in the Valley has been quiet. He's on the bench now.
Tiavero with 8 points, above his season average of 6.
Yeah, hit that 3 earlier.
8 to shoot. Dean. Quick ball movement, extra pass made to Hickman, splash.
Shot ready for Connor Hickman. He's got his hands out, his feet set. It is like he's knocking down some dominoes. Great
15.
rhythm.
15 for him. That's the lead, too. Under 5 to go here in this first half. Inside to Palm. That hook shot just left short. Davis for the rebound. Hickman leads Dean. Atlason for 3. Now Diavero will bring it back.
Bradley doing a good job of getting back, showing their numbers, stopping the Valpo break.
Diavero from the elbow, got it.
Doing a great job of reading that high ball screen. Darius Diavero taking his time, using his body, getting the defender on his hip.
Davis for 3. Rebound lost, but gathered back in by Connor Barrett.
Well, Dean's using the high ball screen for Bradley, drawing 2 defenders, and that's why they're getting that kickback shot.
Edwards inside, got it. Nice shot there by Edwards.
I like it. Need more of it.
32-21. Bradley in front. 3:40 to go here in this first half of play.
Now Valpo needs some stop. They got to string some stops. Try to get some baskets in transition. Can't go toe-to-toe with the Braves.
Hickman again. He's feeling it. Another 3.
He gives a little shrug to the Valpo bench as he runs by. Connor Hickman. That Christmas break was good to that young man.
Some time off. And now Edwards tries to answer. Too strong. Davis fights for it and he has it. And the Braves will bring it up. Season high right now for Hickman with 4 threes. I couldn't even get it out of my mouth until he hit another one. And a timeout. Connor Hickman is on fire. He's got 21. And he is deadly from behind the arc.
He is in the groove. Hickman lighting it up for the Braves.
Taken to the place I grew up eating. We have the best food this country has to offer.
For nearly 3 decades, there have been celebrations, excitement, moments, and memories. 30 years of Arch Madness at Enterprise Center. And it begins here in downtown St. Louis. The 2024 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship, presented by Valley Sports Midwest and Great Southern Bank, tips off March 7th through 10th. Celebrate 30 years of Arch Madness at Enterprise Center. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
Indiana State University Sycamores conquer through questioning. They fly in to save the day. They master the medium. They wow the crowd. They fight for others. And more of them choose to stay right here in Indiana, living, working, thriving, and contributing to what makes this place great. It's what makes us Indiana's State University, and why we say real risk takers, real opportunity makers, and real game changers wear blue.
I just love being back home. I just feel like there's nothing like it. We have great people from St. Louis. Midwest nice is a real thing. You walk past a stranger, hey, how you doing? Those things go a long way, and I think that's really genuine.
So the X factor here for Valpo, unfortunately sitting on the bench.
Yeah, without that knee injury, the game against Samford. Stafford, one of the leading scorers in the Valley. He is not able to produce. We look for those 2 freshmen to step up, Williamson and Schwiger, as they had 45 points, the 2 freshmen against Elon, but tonight they combined for 2. Of course, Schwiger out with 2 fouls. He only played 4 minutes, and there you see it on your screen there. 68 of 78 points scored by underclassmen. Freshman had 51, Andy. This is a youth movement here for Roger Powell.
Yeah, that last note, ranked 356 out of 362 teams in the experience factor. And everybody's kind of growing together. And that's what you want. I know, and knowing Roger Powell, the teacher, the educator that he is, this is something that you can learn from.
No question. The Rev, as they call him, it's But you don't want too many teaching moments without some results. Had a good talk with him today at shoot-around, and he understands, he's a perfect fit for this school because he's lived here before as an assistant. He understands the culture, and they're given the time to build this thing the right way.
Stay tuned. The halftime report, a presentation of State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Highlights, stats, and a feature on Valparaiso Leons from longtime Bradley radio man Dave Snell.
Leon's Defensive Player of the Year from 2023.
Witherspoon. He measures up a three and hits.
There we go. Gonna need some points from that freshman. As he can knock him down.
Now Hickman. He is human.
But it's a offensive rebound by the Braves.
And a foul coming up here. It looks like it's going to go on Williamson. And that's number 3 on Williamson. Roger Powell not happy.
Well, he's got his 2 fabulous freshmen on the bench with foul issues. He's claiming he got hit by an elbow, though. I see him on the top of the screen falling back. They're going to review this.
Officials have come over to the monitor, as you see there.
I just saw the tail of it, Andy, on that replay.
So they'll determine whether or not it's a flagrant at this point. Yeah, you don't want that contact to the neck or the head. It's dangerous.
Well, this happened on the weak side away from where the basketball was at.
So they'll continue to look. We'll take a look here.
You can see him right there. Oh, yeah.
It said that it's
that's
going to stand.
That's going to be a basketball play. You can see him, they got hooked right there.
Yeah.
Williamson and the big man, Jovanovic, almost looked like a hook and hold there for a second there, Andy. That Williamson got his arm clamped in there, but they released it.
So Jovanovic at the line is good on the first.
It's been fun to watch Jonovic's progress. He came in a year ago, he joined this program, second semester, getting much more comfortable in the system. This is a big man, big body.
Well, Bradley hasn't been known for the 7-footers. We've had 3 other guys at 7'1".
Now some pressure by Bradley. Like to do this after free throws, see if they drop into a zone. Use this matchup out of a 1-2-2.
So Schwieger back in with those 2 fouls. Diavero launching a 3. Nope, he got his own rebound.
Hard to rebound out of that zone defense and out of the man-to-man.
And a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Cade Hartke.
Good hesitation there by Witherspoon. At that free throw line, kind of stood up the defender and then the explosive step.
Well, the first one good for Witherspoon. Burge coming back in.
I like Valpo's concepts on offense. They're really in that dribble weave and kind of spread you out, and then they try to turn the corner, get into the painted area.
That one rolled off and a scrum for the rebound, and Leons takes it out of there.
Schwieger's got to be careful. He cannot pick up the third.
A lot of trust in the freshman here.
I don't think he has any choices.
That's a good point.
Running out of players.
And that tip up and good by Jovanovic. Just went up and over. Didn't touch him.
The long arm of the law. Jovanovic, 7'1", with a 7'4" wingspan.
Now Davis with the block right here in front of us. And to the other end. Rebound punched out right back to him. He went in and he got fouled.
Jonovic does a great job. If he can't secure the rebound, he tries to bat it back out to the exterior. Watch him come in there and knock that ball out. And Davis able to pick up the loose change. That's a play made by Jonovic.
Foul to Anthony Sharoni, 3-year Valpo football player, now walking on here on the basketball team.
Going deep in the bench. Roger Powell trying to survive the foul issues his team has had in the first half.
And Davis hits them both.
So you gotta be careful when you play Bradley. You try to master physicality, and if you don't do it right, you're gonna get fouls called on yourself.
Now Diavero, he'll pull up. He's had the hot hand, and it continues.
Playing with great confidence, and he's using the ball screens, snaking behind it, picking his spots.
That's a new career high for him. He has 12 points in the game. And we're only moments away from halftime. Inside Witherspoon. He got that to fall.
Great dime by Diavero. Took his time, baseline pass, easy basket for Valpo.
So Bradley's going to take a timeout with 33.7 seconds to go.
Kept his feet on the floor, patience, didn't panic.
Now, as a coach, you're in the huddle with Valpo, and you're down. I mean, you're down big. Is this the time where you start to go in little segments, little 4-minute segments, and say, "Hey, we need to win this 4-minute segment"?
Well, you need to win this possession
this
right
possession.
now. You want to right now. You're talking about, okay, here's how we're going to defend this, because it's probably going to be some sort of middle ball screen that they like to run. They know what Bradley likes to do, and so it's about execution and a teaching point right now. Can we make a stop here at the end of the first half? Because next game may be a tie game, and you need to make that stop.
Right. Now Dean will bring it. Shot clock and game clock different by about 3 seconds. That was my quick math skills right there.
They told me there's no math in this job.
Say, don't count it to be right again. Hannah feeds it inside. Leons turns. Missed. Hannah got the rebound. Shot clock off now, and a whistle and a foul underneath.
Again, the length of Bradley on that weak side, they just kind of lay their body on you. Watch Hannah back on that weak side. He shoves him underneath the basket, and Hannah just goes up and snatches it.
So Witherspoon committed the foul, his first. And Hannah to the free throw line. And a whistle and a foul with 7 seconds to go on Davis. It's only his first, but you don't want to pick it up like that.
Yeah, Bradley with 9 offensive rebounds. Hannah has struggled from the free throw line, but wasn't much there.
Yeah, I didn't see much. But they're a lot closer to the action than we are.
The last 3 games, Bradley has really had a concerted effort to get on the offensive glass. Average about 14 offensive boards a game for the season, just under 10, and that's kind of what they've been known for under Brian Wardless. Throw it up. I call it ping pong. You throw up and you go get it back.
Oh, good. Hickman with it. 5 seconds to go in the half. Hickman worked his way up. A fall-away shot at the horn. Nope. And a tip by Hannah is no good. And the first half is going to come to an end here at the Arc in Valparaiso, Indiana. The Bradley Braves will take a 44-29 lead into the halftime locker room. We'll begin our halftime show here in just a moment from the Arc at Valpo. 44-29 Bradley.
T-Mobile built a 5G network so powerful it goes beyond the expected. And now T-Mobile 5G internet for homes and businesses is here. Also here, 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 even here. Whatever shape your home or business is, T-Mobile is bringing high-speed internet to towns across America. Only 15 minutes to set up and just $50 a month with no exploding bills or annual contracts.
When Doug and Andre came to TurboTax,
we navigated a turbulent housing market by
buying a motorhome.
But we didn't know the first thing about filing taxes as first-time home buyers.
I knew how to make their move count. We file taxes for millions of new homeowners and guarantee 100% accuracy on land and sea.
Was that a shark?
Yes.
Make your moves count. Intuit TurboTax, 100% accuracy guaranteed.
My dog Georgette was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
Our generation isn't turning away from the world's problems. Watch us fly ahead, rise to every challenge, and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
It's how you fire up the team. Kingsford, it's how you do it.
I've always been prone to hair thinning.
I'm genetically predisposed.
I just gave birth. I was under a lot of stress.
I started taking Nutrafol.
We test our formulations with the highest rigor of clinical trials, and we're the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement.
I noticed it becoming
stronger and thicker.
Nutrafol has taken me back to the hair I was meant to have.
I am back to me.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
The Valley on ESPN is brought to you by Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Welcome to our halftime report, a presentation of State Farm, a proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Have questions about your insurance? State Farm is there for your what-ifs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com to get a quote tonight. It's time for tonight's player profile, made possible by Arch Madness 2024. NBC correspondent Dave Snell takes a look at Bradley graduate forward Malavi Leons.
Bradley grad student forward Malavi Leons is another of the international success stories Brian Wardle has created in his 8+ years as the Bradley Braves head coach. The Netherlands star will forever be an answer to a Valley trivia question. What player in the league has had 50 steals and 50 blocks in one season? That would be the 6'9" Netherlands native, the most valuable player in this year's Southern Cal Championship won by the Braves. The All-Defensive Player of the Year last season is a threat at both ends of the floor.
And he's just a high motor player, plays with a lot of energy, and you always say ball finds energy. Well, watch Malavi Leons play. He plays with a lot of energy. The ball finds him, whether it's the blocks, the steals, the rebounds, transition. He's just one of those players that you've never had to really coach effort ever with him.
I feel like the days has just flew by since I came here, like 2 years. It went so fast, and I feel like the first half of this year went really fast. And just been working hard, having a lot of fun, and just having a good time, to be honest, winning games.
Mally's got a lot of weird little quirks and things he does, but on the court I think he's a very persistent player. No matter what's going on, he's always bouncing back, he's always right there with you, so I think he battles through a lot of adversity on the court, and he's great at responding through that adversity. And then off the court, he's a very laid back, chill guy. Maybe something people don't really know about him is he likes to sit by the fire, but we don't have a fire, so he'll lay in our recliner and he'll turn on the crackling fire on YouTube, and he'll sit there and just have a nice evening.
He's the kindest guy I've ever met. He's one of the best roommates I could ask for, and I'm just thankful that somehow a guy from Amsterdam and a guy from Chicago got to meet up at college and become roommates.
For the three of us, Cade, Hick, and I, it's great to be around him, and I think he enjoys being around us as well. We kind of all feed in different things. We all bring different things to the table, which makes it an enjoyable experience.
For the Valley on ESPN, this is Dave Snell.
Tonight's profile is made possible by 2024 State Farm NBC Men's Basketball Tournament. Help the conference celebrate 30 years at Enterprise Center in St. Louis on March 7th through the 10th. For For more information, visit archmadness.com.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library.
Try fast and always free drive up at Target.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Article.
Well, let's take a look at our first half recap, a production of Explore St. Louis. As we get to these highlights here from the first half of this one, it's been dominated by the Bradley Braves.
Braves got off to a great start. You see Hannah score in the paint off that middle ball screen. And there's a 3-ball for Valpo from Sepp. They had a struggle getting the 3 loose, but Hickman went off for the Braves. He's got 21 points for Bradley in that first half. He's hit 5 triples.
And nothing but net on a lot of those.
Playing with great confidence. He's doing the old shoulder shrug as he runs down court. It's been all Connor Hickman in the first half for the Bradley Braves.
Valley is making his way to St. Louis for Arch Madness 2024 on March 7th through the 10th. So start your planning tonight at ExploreStLouis.com. Take a look at the first half stats. Production of St. Louis Union Station, the home of attractions like the St. Louis Aquarium, the St. Louis Wheel. You can do it all at St. Louis Union Station. See where it takes you by visiting stlouisunionstation.com. You can do that tonight. Points in the paint, rebounds, kind of a little bit of the reason why things are going the Braves' way.
Well, and also look at the shooting percentage, Andy. The Beacons, young team. Schwiger goes out early with the foul issues. Williamson can't get on track. The other freshman shooting just 34%. That's what we talked about. They had to create some offense in some other ways. The rebounds will jump out at you, 27 to 15. And even bigger, 9 offensive rebounds for Bradley in that first half.
Look at your stats right there. And Andy Mazur alongside Kevin Lehman here. We're at the court side at the Arc here in Valparaiso. And if you're Roger Powell right now, what are you telling your guys?
You're staying really positive. Now you've got Schwiger back. Let's get him some touches, see if you can get him going. But you got to make defensive stops, and you can't turn the ball over here in the second half. Big teaching moment for Roger Powell.
And I'm sure Brian Wardle is saying, don't be complacent. There's another half of basketball to play.
Yeah, no question. And give the ball to Hickman. That's what I tell him.
Get the ball to Hickman. He's got the hot hand for sure. And he has 21 points. That actually ties his career high already in the first half of this one. We will come back and we'll bring you the second half of this basketball game here in the Missouri Valley Conference as each team looking for their first win inside the conference. It's been all Bradley so far, 44-29.
Live sports.
This is an emergency. That man is trying to kill you. If you want to live, you have to trust me. What is going on? I can see the future. Let's try that again.
Those girls have no idea the power they can unlock. I will kill them first.
Get down!
Madam Web, exclusively in movie theaters, February 14th.
At Try fast and always free drive up at Target.
The Pro Bowl games are back. And this year's stars show off their best moves as they compete in dodgeball, precision passing, and more in the skill show. Plus, the AFC and NFC meet again in flag football. Touchdown. Can Peyton and Eli Manning coach the league's best to glory? The 2024 Pro Bowl game. Skill show Thursday, February 1st on ESPN. And don't miss flag football and more skills Sunday, February 4th on ESPN and ABC.
Hockey stars will shine brightest in Toronto.
The 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend, February 2nd and 3rd on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
The competition's never been better. I would never let a woman do that. The stars have never been brighter.
Hayden Clark, 3,000 career points. Come on, Cameron Brink. Deja Kelly.
Oh, that was pretty.
Amor Magic.
Some brewing tonight. There's no stopping us now.
This is just spectacular.
That's our move. Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
I walk the walk. Yeah. I talk the talk. I play the part. I do it all. My legacy, bling bling, my chain, I reign with my energy.
The Australian Open hits different on the networks of ESPN.
The 2024 Pro Bowl games. This year's stars show off their best moves in the skill show. Plus, the AFC and NFC meet again in flag football. Touchdown. Skill show February 1st on ESPN. Flag football and more skills February 4th on ESPN and ABC.
PGA Tour Live. Every tournament starts on ESPN+.
NHL All-Star Weekend on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Reasons.
The Valley on ESPN is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Trust in tomorrow. Check out the MVC Players of the Week. One of them is performing right here in front of us.
Well, let's start at the top.
All right, go to the top. Good place to start.
Johnson. 5 30-point games this season. He had 30-some against UIC. At 30 of their 62. He is second in the nation in scoring, having an unbelievable year. Johnson. And Miles Foster, 20 and 15, double-double. not against anybody, against Kentucky right before the New Year's. And we've seen in this game, Williamson, NPC freshman, we get 24 at Elon. He struggled today with only 2, but he has the ability to get it going here in the second half.
We'll keep an eye on him as Valpo tries to get back into this one, down 44-29 here at the break. Get ready for the second half of the basketball game here. As we take a look at the Bradley Braves and what they've got coming up ahead for them. Missouri State the 6th. They'll be home for Evansville on the 10th. And then they head to Chicago to take on the Flames of UIC on the 13th. And for the Beacons, tough schedule for them as well. They'll be at UIC next, and then Southern Illinois, and then down at Redbird Arena against the Redbirds of Illinois State. No easy games inside this conference. As you look at Brian Wardle, who is now in his 9th year as the head coach of the Braves, 142 wins, 131 losses. And he was a 2023 MVC Coach of the Year. He was previous experience at Green Bay when they were in the Horizon League, 2014 Horizon League Coach of the Year. And Roger Powell, they call him the Reverend. First year here at Valpo, but not the stranger to Valpo. Of course, he was on Bryce Drew's staff from 2011 through 2016, when that group compiled 124 wins.
His resume is unbelievable. If you look, not only here with Valpo, he played at Illinois under Bill Self and also under Bruce Weber, Final Four team, and he's on the staff at Gonzaga.
Yep.
I mean, he has learned from some of the best in college basketball, and he wants to be here. He loves this job. He loves this city. He loves this institution. This is a great fit.
You think about his last 2 jobs before this, he was a part of a combined 245 wins. That's not too bad.
Well, we know here at Valpo it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. It's going to take some time to build up this roster, but they got the right man in place.
All right, let's get this one going here. Second half of action. It'll be Valpo's basketball to start things off, as the Beacons try to chip their way back into this one. Certainly not undoable.
Yeah, they got to, we're talking about Roger Powell. Charles Small, the athletic director, came in from Iowa State. Great hire by Charles Small.
Now Dean will launch a 3 and hits.
His first bucket of the game, we highlighted him in the open and said, against Valpo, he's been an assist man.
Yeah.
He's got 5 assists, but that's his first basket.
Schwieger with a dump pass underneath. Nice pass to Sepp. Yeah, they missed that in the first half.
Yeah, he can play in the funnel, and that makes it difficult to guard. Good dump down by Schwieger. You can see what a difference he makes in this Valpo offense.
Leon's with it at the top. Now Dean says, I'm going to shoot again. That was too strong. Sepp with a rebound.
See if they play through Schwieger again at this offensive end.
Edwards diving inside. Too strong off glass. Hanna and Schwieger battling for the rebound. It's going to go to Bradley. Every rebound is contested.
That's life in the Valley, Andy. There's nothing easy in this league. You got to put your steel-toed boots on and lace them up and get ready to play.
Sometimes you need a hard hat, too. That's the beauty of this conference. I mean, you can't take a night off.
Well, and we're seeing that in the net, up to number 9 in the net. They've got 5 teams in the Valley below 100 in the net, led by Indiana State with another win tonight at against Evansville at home.
Hickman fouled on his way to the glass. Diavero will pick up his first. Hickman's doing everything.
The spin, looks like that ankle is feeling very good. And I had that game in Indiana State when he went down. He stepped hard on an Indiana State player, and it took him a while to get him off the court. You could tell it was a serious injury, and they played him, what'd you say, 17 minutes at Truman State, kind of got the feel back, but he is looking really good tonight.
How about a new career high? 22 points right now. So Connor Hickman adding on 23.
Maybe he's got a bad ankle and fresh legs.
Well, he had 25 days off in between games. Not that he wanted to have that time off. Williamson inside, acrobatic move off glass and good, and a foul. Nice move there by Jahari Williamson.
There it is again, that dribble weave. They spread you from side to side. Leons can't get there as a help side defender to close the lane, and Williamson able to knife through the defense. This is what Valpo, that's how they want to play.
And a good free throw on a conversion of a three-point play.
Now, if you're the Beacons, you got to start stringing some stops together, and you can't give up second chance baskets, too many offensive rebounds.
Leons, I think that might have been partially blocked on the way. Rotation changed. Sepp
hit that three earlier in the game. They're out trying to close out on him.
Diavero. Foul coming up. That'll be on Atlason. That's 3 on him.
That's a good read by Diavero. He knew he had a mismatch on Atlason. It took the freshman right to the basket. It's a good strategy now because you want to score some points with the clock stopped if you're going to climb back into this game.
Plus, you're lengthening the bench here for Bradley because you're getting guys in foul trouble.
And Brian Wardle, you know, we're in the catbird seat here on the bench side of the court, but he saw that matchup. He was yelling for a defender to go help the freshman Atlason as he saw the mismatch also.
So Diavero coming up big here tonight. He's got 13 points. That's a new career high for him.
Well, he's really stepped up. You know, Stafford's not able to go with a knee injury. Schwiger with foul issues early. Williamson not productive in the first half. And the junior, Diavero, has really stepped up for the Beacons.
So Sharoni has been playing right on Hickman, former football player. Hickman all the way down. Layup no good.
Williamson will run out.
Diavero kicks it to him. Corner three. Got it. Now there's some life in this building.
Here they come. Great play by Diavero. Williamson down that corner, just waiting for it.
Jonovic quiets them on that side.
Throw it inside. That's how you stop the runs.
10 for Jonovic.
That's a good play by Bradley, though, because you want to go inside, draw the foul, get an easy basket. Don't want to shoot a quick three when the other team's making runs on you.
Turnover.
Beacons just cannot afford to have unforced turnovers.
Dean for three. Nope. Battle underneath. Davis comes out of there with it.
10th offensive board.
Dean again got it. Second chance for him, and he buries it.
Second triple of the half, and Dean has really worked on the balance on his jump shot. He's kind of leaning back early in the year, pulling his shoulders back. He's really worked here on during the Christmas break on going straight up and straight down. You can see a big change in his accuracy.
Schwiger, top of the key three. Nope. Just been off ever since those 2 fouls in the first half. It just kind of got him out of rhythm.
We got that high-low dump down to start the half, but he needs to get involved. Some points on the board. Give Diavero some help.
Go through the high post, dump underneath, and Leons will put it down with a foul first. And we'll head to a break here with 15:44 left to go here in the second half. Bradley 54 and Valpo 39.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
We are Beacons.
It begins here as the Missouri Valley Conference celebrates 30 years of Arch Madness at Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis. Stay with your team at its assigned hotel and experience Arch Madness as 12 Valley schools look to capture the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Conveniently located near attractions like the Gateway Arch, the City Museum, and Ballpark Village, site of the MVC Fan Hangout, team properties plus the tournament headquarters at Union Station and other Arch Madness hotels offer Valley rates to fans wishing to follow their schools all the way to the MVC Championship crown. Book rooms at these properties for Arch Madness or for your next trip to St. Louis by calling 1-800-916-0041 or visit exploreStLouis.com.
The Madness is played under the arch. The 2024 State Farm MVC Men's Basketball Tournament returns to St. Louis for the 34th straight year. Be a part of league history as the conference conducts its 30th Men's Championship at Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis. Be sure to download the Arch Madness app presented by Great Southern Bank or visit archmadness.com for details about this year's event. That is such a classic event and such a classic tournament.
Well, St. Louis has adopted Arch Madness. Only place that's played it longer than one place is the Big East and the Garden. The Enterprise Center will be rocking it. What a year this is going to be.
Oh, man.
The bottom of the valley has gotten so much better. There's so much parity within this league. We've already seen it just in the standings. Indiana State with a win tonight, so you've got two teams at 3-0 and Drake in Indiana State, but got to protect home court.
Jonovic fights it up and scores. He was being swarmed, and he puts it home. He's got a new career high.
The Cardinals' sin as a big man, do not bring the ball down and let those midgets get it. But he had the strength to power that up and kept the pivot foot down, Andy. That is an emerging big man right before our eyes.
Yeah, three-point opportunity and converted. 13 points for the big fella from Serbia. 57-39.
He's really improved his game, Donovic, just from the beginning of the season.
On a foul.
And all of a sudden that leads back to 18.
Yeah, just like that.
Got it down to 10, a nice little run. Physical play.
Valpo just having trouble scoring after that little run they went on. It's been a couple of minutes since they've put one home.
Well, D'Avero's been good, not only as a setup man, but also scoring it. And they got Williamson involved during the second half. Just had 2 in the first half, had 6 here in the second. They got it down to 10, but they couldn't make the one and dones at the defensive end. That's what the Beacons got to put bodies on those red jerseys.
D'Avero stuffing the stat sheet. He leads Valpo in points, rebounds, and assists. And he puts another one home.
We saw Hickman in the groove. Now you're seeing the junior D'Avero finding it.
He's blown by his career high, which was 11. He's got 16. And a corner three goes down from Hickman.
Hickman with the answer. Rings the bell on the left corner.
26 for Hickman.
That is his 6th triple. Bradley's been using this zone.
Steele. Dean ahead of the pack. He'll leave it inside, and a one-hand jam from Davis.
Quick hands. This zone has been very good for the Braves. Great length on the top. Davis with a big wingspan.
This is the biggest lead of the night for Bradley, 21 points. And that one goes down for Sharoni.
A walk-on. Making his presence felt for the Beacons.
From the gridiron to the hardwood. Dean from the elbow.
And he's playing with great rhythm. You could tell when he got that handoff, he was going to get his feet set, rhythm bounce, and rise up and finish.
And a foul before the penetration there. It'll go against Hickman. It'll be a second.
This game started with real slow with both teams filling each other out, and now in the second half, they've been changing buckets. A lot more high-paced with both these teams, I think, what they want.
So Hickman will check out.
Hickman may have to put his hand in a bucket of ice water. Thing is red hot.
Braves shooting 50% from the floor. 23 of 46. Well, Tavero might need to do the same thing. Tavero hits the three. He's got 19.
Feeling it.
Dean tried to answer it, couldn't. And a turnover, unforced.
That's the 10th for the Beacons. And Bradley's taking advantage of a number of these turnovers.
And a layup good.
Dean playing with great confidence now. He knocked those threes in early in this half, and it just kind of boosted his entire game.
And with Hickman back, he can go back to doing what he does best.
Exactly right. He takes a lot of ball handling responsibilities away from Duke Dean with Connor Hickman.
Pass inside, ping pongs away and out of bounds. And it'll stay on this side of the floor with the Braves. Connor Hickman, after a very, very short rest, will come into the game. And Diavero getting a nice hand and well-deserved. That young man's been awesome tonight.
They cannot keep him on the bench for very long. Roger Powell, he's been too valuable for this team.
And I'm sure the hope was you see him doing it, you think, all right, well, maybe they'll start trickling down to everybody else.
Well, he's the one guy that's got some experience on this team. With Stafford on the bench with an injury, Diavero is the most experienced player they have.
Hickman with 28.
Came off the bench, did not miss a beat.
He came off the bus shooting. 12:06 to play. Another turnover by the Beacons.
Well, we've always talked about athletes being in the zone. Hickman is in the zone. And when you're in it, you know it, but you don't know how you got into it. And you don't want to lose it.
And that pass to an unsuspecting patron in the front row. Timeout on the floor, 11:51 left to go here in this one. It's Bradley 68 and Valpo 47.
Our generation isn't turning away from the world's problems. Watch us fly ahead, rise to every challenge, and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
At Target.
The competition's never been better.
I can never let a woman do that.
The stars have never been brighter.
Hickman for 3,000 career points. Come on, Cameron Brink. Deja Kelly.
Oh, that was pretty.
Amor magic. Some brewing tonight. There's no stopping us now.
This is just spectacular.
That's our move. Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
The 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend is right here in Toronto, home of the CN Tower, standing taller than these guys in net.
Unbelievable. Spectacular save.
With cuisine tastier than moves like these.
It's not
If you show your best this weekend, you might end up here.
That's hockey, baby!
So welcome to Toronto.
The 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend, February 2nd and 3rd on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Hockey stars will shine brightest in Toronto.
Hockey game is the best game you can name.
The 2024 NHL All-Star Weekend, February 2nd and 3rd on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
MVC-sports.com/gear, the official online store of the Missouri Valley Conference, with officially licensed Valley gear from all 17 MVC championships, including Arch Madness and Hoops in the Heartland. We've got it all. Shop shirts, hoodies, hats, and more to celebrate your team's title. Visit MVC-sports.com/gear to get yours today. Since 1907, the Valley runs deep. There you see Connor Hickman. 28 points and a new career high. He has not missed many.
He's been throwing up some missiles tonight and came off the bench and went and scored right at the rim. About that hot hand, 10 of 15. He's 6 of 8 from 3 for Connor Hickman.
And Diavero has been equally hot.
He has really played well. A sniper from outside. Only coming in this game shooting 28% from distance. And he's knocked some in tonight. He is 2 of 4. He's got the free throw line. He's got 3 assists, also 7 rebounds for Diavero. He's been a stat sheet stuffer for the Beacons.
Near steal and a timeout. And a jump ball here. It'll belong to the Braves.
Another costly turnover. That's the 12th for Valpo.
Oh, it's not going to be a tie. They called it a foul. I saw one of the officials from across the way had jump ball, but the official closest to the play said that's a foul on Birch.
Yeah, Amy Bonner there explaining to Brian Wardle. The foul's going to override the jump ball.
Yeah, I never mind when the official closest to the play overrides it.
Well, that one came from across the court.
Well, the jump ball came from across the court. She was right there. Amy was right in good position for that one. A lot of contact underneath and a save, but back into the front court.
Got to reset. The shot clock didn't reset.
Yep.
Because Davis had possession when he threw that back over his head.
So 27 on the shot clock. There were some Bradley fans behind us. They were yapping about it, and Brian Wardle said, nope, that's the right call.
Yeah, it was. He had full possession. He threw it, almost threw it to us.
Really calm down the loud fans. That's good stuff. Witherspoon. Got it. A little shake and bake. Witherspoon with 9.
Nice shot fake by Witherspoon. Then the reset and splash it home. Took a lot of time left in this game, Andy.
Yeah.
They got to make some stops on. The second chance points by Bradley has been destroying any runs by Valpo.
Okay. A little physicality going on here, and officials coming in to separate Birch. Let's see what happened.
They got tangled up on the cut through. Then there was a shove in the back.
Yeah, that was Birch and Witherspoon that got tangled up. And they're going to go over to the monitor now.
2 freshmen.
Yeah, battling it out.
Getting a little caught up in the moment.
We're under official review here. So there have been 2 guys that have really shined here tonight. Of course, Darius Diavero for Valpo. As we get another look real quick here. That's
Birch trying to cut through. They got tangled up, and then there's a shove at the end.
Yeah. That's where the feelings got a little hurt.
That's not going to go well for Witherspoon. And I think the first part was a basketball play where they got tangled.
They got tangled up.
Then Witherspoon, a little upset, tried to shove.
So they're sorting things out off to our right here. So I mentioned Diavero with 19 and Connor Hickman with 28 in this game. Let's get another look at it. The aftermath. And cooler heads, of course, prevailing there, which is always good to see.
Well, you can see the older players stepping in. Leon's trying to settle down his freshman teammate.
Saying, yeah, we need you in the game, you know? So, yeah, you're right. That's a basketball play.
Yeah, they got tangled up on the cut. And there's the shove by Witherspoon.
And then the look back, and of course, want to know who. They've been battling the whole time.
They were chicken fighting here. There's a down screen there by Hannah. So they were banging heads at each other all the way through that play.
Yeah, that was the very aftermath of the whole thing.
Yeah, we just saw the tail end, and that's the beauty of replay, because you used to get away with that stuff back in the old days. They wouldn't see the first foul, but now they go to replay and they see what started the whole scrum.
And
they got a lot to sort out here, because that contact started way over
in the corner.
On the corner on the down screen, as Witherspoon's trying to get through the screen and stay attached to Birch. They were chicken.
So we're at the scorers table right now.
Well, Amy Bonner has gone to Roger Powell. And we got Gary Maxwell talking to Brian Worrell. So
Brian Worrell's look happy.
This is not going to be.
The official.
This is going to be interesting.
Okay.
I knew this would be complicated.
Yeah.
So we have a common foul on Witherspoon.
Right.
And then the in was a double technical, which offset each other.
Right. All right. So Brian Worrell not exactly pleased with the outcome of that decision. Still arguing his case.
Yeah,
Jeb Harkness
claimed his first did not deserve a technical on that play.
Brian Worrell coaching hard.
Well, he's upset. Davis did not catch the ball with two hands.
Yep.
Fundamental basketball. Pass and catch is a lost art.
See what goes on here after a little bit of a delay.
Schwieger's not been involved in this offense other than that first couple possessions.
Edwards left that short, and a whistle underneath, and we'll stay on this side.
And you knew you were going to get a quick whistle after that little scrum we had in the review.
Yeah. So Jonovic will get it.
Edwards trying to get to a spot.
Brian Worrell asking what he do, and Amy Bonner says he was being held.
Well, that's a reaction to the scrum we had. These officials trying to get this thing under control, so a quick whistle. Your players have to understand that.
So Palm on the score sheet for the first time with a free throw. Palm with one more. Got the friendly roll off the rim, off the backboard, and down.
Now some pressure by Valpo.
So Dean will bring it up. D'Avero meeting him at the timeline. Atlas in over to set the screen. Inside, too easy there, and a two-hand flush.
Good read by Dean. Knew his men got hung up in the screen. Jonovic's defender came out. Good bounce pass right to the middle lane. Pocket pass.
D'Avero thought about that three, didn't take it.
Dean's been really good in the second half. Hickman first half, Dean's been good in the second half.
Palm ducks under. And able to put it home.
Little spark from Jerome Palm for the Valpo Beacons. They're still within striking distance here.
Yes, they are. A lot of time.
They just cannot give up these second chance opportunities, and they got to points in the paint are killing the Beacons.
And a steal. Two-hand flying flush by Edwards. Look out below.
Good job by Edwards. You got to create some offense with your defense.
And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one right alongside here. 9:23 left to go. Still a lot of time left in this one. Bradley leading 70-56.
Live sports.
This is an emergency. That man is trying to kill you. If you want to live, you have to trust me. What is going on? I can see the future. Let's try that again.
Those girls have no idea the power they can unlock. I will kill them first.
Get down!
Madam Web, exclusively in movie theaters, February 14th.
Try fast and always free drive up at Target.
Before I discovered Walden University, I wondered, how much impact could I truly create?
At Walden, I acquired invaluable clinical experience
And hands-on expertise.
The practical training I got in the field
Included the leadership skills I knew I needed.
which gave me the confidence
to bring about change in the lives of others.
Walden University, set a course for change.
Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
PGA Tour Live. Every tournament starts on ESPN+.
Well, Superman flying through with a two-hand jam. That sent us to break here. 70-56 is the score. Bradley in front. Tonight's State Farm MVC Scholar Athlete of the match is Valpo's Allie Anderson. A fifth-year midfielder from Wheaton, Illinois. Anderson had 3 goals, including 2 game winners, 2 assists for a total of 8. The Beacons, who took the 2023 MVC tournament title and advanced to the NCAA tournament. Anderson, a 4.0 cumulative grade point average. You can tell I didn't have a 4.0 by just not being able to say cumulative. In exercise science, is a 2-time All-MVC choice and a 2-time first-team MVC Scholar Athlete Team selection. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Those are a couple of future 4.0s right there. No pressure. So a lot of basketball left here. And the Braves have the 70-56 lead.
Yeah, nice crowd in here, too. And when we both came in this arena, we commented right away, it looks different.
Much different.
New lighting, new scoreboards in the end, new scoreboard up above. Fresh paint job.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. You see some of the details on the last meeting between these two clubs. Again, the Bradley Braves have won the last 5 in a row in the series. And the large margin of victory is 19 points. Inside, Hanna tried to flush it home, but he got fouled as he elevated. And Palm will pick up the foul.
The Beacons not owning their matchup. This starts with a ball fake by Hanna. Gets Schwieger off balance, and then the penetration. It forces the defense to help up. And that always puts some pressure on your back line defensively.
Witherspoon was...
He was going to tell Vera what they were going to have for dinner tonight after the game.
He's going to try to sneak in there and block out Hanna, huh? Brian Wardle coaching his point guard right here in front of us. And the first free throw is missed.
Hanna 0 for 3 on that free throw line this game.
As you pointed out, that's the one little thing he needs to work on.
He does. He directs. He's a traffic cop on defense, directing his teammates around, and does loose ball rebound. There's another opportunity for the Braves. Oh, off a missed free throw. This kills your rallies.
Hickman Back to Hannah for the jam on the alley-oop.
Basketball IQ by Hickman. Knew he had two defenders, just lobbed that one over his shoulder. You could see it, him looking out of the corner of his eye. Now he gets the steal. Hickman's got an S on his chest for Superman today.
Hannah with the rebound, and then he is fouled by Palm.
Well, that's what Bradley does, Andy. They just wear you down with that length on the offensive glass. They're relentless. And one of the rules that they have, Brian World told me, if you're below the free throw line, you go to the glass, whether you're a point guard or not. They swarm the offensive board.
And that alley-oop, the difference between an experienced club and one that is trying to gain experience.
Well, it was a great read by Hickman because he knew he had two defenders. And all he has to do is throw it up anywhere near the offside of the rim and let Hannah's length and jumping ability just go get it.
Hannah with a free throw made on the one and bonus. He earns the second.
13 offensive rebounds now for the Braves. We mentioned they're averaging 10 a game, but the last 3 games have been up around 14, an area they've really improved on.
So Leons picks up the foul over the back. Brian Wardle wondering what the positioning was. So it's one and bonus.
Well, that's the one thing when you're at Valpo broadcasting, the coach is right in front of you.
Right in front of us.
Brian Wardle is intense.
Foul hits the first. He's got the second one coming.
Nice lift off the bench with Roger Powell. There is Jerome Palm.
Graduate student out of the Netherlands, 6'10".
Now he knows Malve Leons, although they never played with each other or against each other in the Netherlands, which is kind of strange because it's not that big a country.
I think maybe on a national team or an under 18 or a U19 team. And with a couple of dribbles, now finds Dean. 5 to shoot. Hannah. Push shot, nope, too strong off the back iron.
Edwards, good job of walling up and then corralling the rebounds. Now they need a bucket.
Edwards lost the handle. Here comes Hannah dribbling all the way. He'll find Leons in the corner. 3-ball is no good, and a foul coming up.
Palm fouls him on the release.
All right, that's going to send us to an official's timeout here on the floor. 7:44 remains. Bradley with the lead, 73-57.
Oh, brother. Which brother? The older brother, duh. You're only older by a minute. Give me the best minute of my life.
Guys, break it up, break it up.
Our son just needs car insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the right coverage.
Give me the ball, you guys, that was my ball. Break it up, break it up.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're in Valparaiso, Indiana for the big game or on business, stay at the preferred hotel of the Missouri Valley Conference, the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson. The Country Inn and Suites features relaxing guest rooms, an indoor pool, workout facilities, and free high-speed wireless. Located adjacent to the Valpo campus, the Country Inn and Suites is the first place to stay when your favorite Valley school is in town. The preferred hotel of the Missouri Valley Conference, the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson Valparaiso.
All I know is it's lit right now. Go ahead and tell your friends. Just as long as it feels like summer.
The Arch Madness app, presented by Great Southern Bank, is the official app of the 2024 State Farm MVC Men's Basketball Tournament. The app has all the information you're going to need to plan your trip to St. Louis. That includes the tournament schedule, tickets, hotel accommodations, and special events during Arch Madness. Log on to archmadness.com or download the Arch Madness app on your Android or iOS device. You can do that right now. In rhythm. Students actually doing all right here. Nice to see the young ones here as well. The opportunity certainly has knocked tonight for the Braves.
They have swarmed the offensive glass. Leon's almost 2.5 offensive rebounds a game. 19-5 on second chance opportunities tonight as Hannah, Leons, and the big man Jonovic have all got to the offensive glass.
No, man, you're the man. He can point at us all he wants. He's still the man. Bradley fan in training. It's good that they can share this sport between father and son. Mom's here too. So Leon's at the free throw line. I had to double check and make sure that I was right on this, but that's just his third point of the night.
Well, he's got 3 steals, and we said, you know, he was 1 away entering this game as far as steals to get 100 steals. So he's now got 102 steals. No blocks tonight for Leon, so he's got 100 blocks. Mitchell Anderson, the only other Brave to have one over 100 steals and 100 blocks. And Leon's has done it in less than 3 years. It took Mitchell Anderson 4 years.
Near steal in the backcourt. Ball loose. Diving to the floor and coming up empty. Now Witherspoon has it. Ducks underneath. And that shot no good. Sepp with a rebound.
Good action by Sepp inside.
Diavero. That one didn't go.
Leons has not scored much, but he has affected the game in so many other ways.
Yeah, sometimes your presence is just enough.
Well, he's got 8 rebounds now, and we've mentioned the 3 steals.
Hannah trying to hammer it down.
And trying to climb the ladder and punch that one through.
Now Williamson, 3 ball, good foul.
He was quiet in the first half and had a little flurry to start the second half. We know Williams can score in bunches, 24 against Elon the last game. That is a great play by Diavero to set him up for that step-in 3 in transition.
4-point opportunity. You don't see that very often.
Valpo still got a chance. They just cannot. They got to make some stops and kind of give up second chance points. You can tell they're explosive, the Beacons, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers and getting swarmed on the offensive glass by the longer athletic Braves.
Weave action here for the Braves. Content to run some clock here as well. To look for that good shot. Whistle away from the ball. And that will go against Witherspoon.
Another good example, Bradley. Valpo's on a little bit of run. Let's make them guard us. You don't want to quick shoot it when Valpo's trying to get this thing up-tempoed.
Hey, box out here. Box out.
So Davis to the free throw line. 78% shooter, got the first.
He came off the bench today. They started the freshman, and Davis has really performed well. 11 points, 7 rebounds.
Got them both.
Another area Bradley has really improved here late is their bench production. Going to stay in that zone. They've been doing it after free throws with some success. Nope, they're going man now. Switching everything on the perimeter.
5 to shoot, and Hickman stole it away. Actually tipped it, and then it was stolen by Hannah.
Great read by Hickman.
They reward Hannah inside. He's fouled.
The steal and then excellent spacing by Bradley coming down court. Led by the big man, Hannah. Give and go. Not a bad foul, though, if you're Valpo, because he has struggled at the free throw line. Just 1 of 6 today.
Rajaboye with the foul. And there you go. Schwieger in. And I'm sure this is going to be a learning game for Schwieger, too. I mean, especially, you got to watch yourself early in a game not to get into that foul trouble.
Yeah, no question. That's one thing you learn in this league, especially. Remember that one early was a setting a ball screen. You get your feet too wide. If you're a big man, they're always looking for a tight whistle early. You got to avoid those fouls. And it took him out of rhythm too, Andy, because he had such a great game against Elon, and then he gets settled those 2 fouls. He just never got back in the action. Schwieger, a fantastic freshman for Valpo, and quiet tonight.
Well, he certainly will have better days ahead of him.
Well, he's a bell cow. He's a type of player you can build your program around. Not a good day at the office for Schwieger today.
Offensive foul. Shot did not go down. And
flop.
Yeah.
They kicked his foot out. Draw some contact. You don't see this call very often. See him kick his right foot out?
Yep.
Another emphasis this year by the officials. They're letting the offensive player have a place to come down, but he also cannot kick a leg out, try to draw contact. That was a good call.
The old Reggie Miller play.
Yeah. All that stuff used to be legal.
Yep. And that was supposed to be a pass, but Hannah got held up.
Well scouted by Valpo that time. It was going to be a lob to Hannah. And I can't remember who the defender was in the white jersey. They held up Hannah so he couldn't run to the rim. Mortal just went and sat down.
He was ready to yell, and he said, well,
it was Hickman.
I was going to say,
Hickman's done so many good things. Like, you can't get mad at him, because we saw Davis turn it over, and he took him out of the game before the ball could be put back in play. Hickman's got a little more leeway. Double ball screen up high.
Backdoor inside again to Hannah. On Sepp, ducks in, fall away shot, rim, good.
I really like the way his game's progressed. He's a junior now. You just see him grow his offensive confidence. Darius Hannah.
Nice pass inside. Sepp just could not hit.
Sepp's got to finish that one. Diavero got that thing right into the heart of the defense.
Team gets it across the line in time.
I feel that was like the last gasp for Valpo. That missed shot, it just kind of deflated the team.
High-low. You knew he was going to get one eventually.
Well, that's what I love about Hannah. He knew the second defender came. He could have tried to force that up. Flares it out to Leons for the open three.
84-61. Bradley in front. Leons with 8 points.
I just think Darius Hannah has become a complete player for the Braves.
Ooh, a little up and under move there by Edwards. All he was left to do was finish.
Left it short.
So Hickman's been stuck on 28.
Well, he had a pretty good first half.
Yes, he did. 21 in the first half. Leons now. Too strong. And here come the Beacons. Williamson three. Nope. Sepp battled. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Valpo. Officials timeout with 2:45 remaining. It's 84-61. Bradley trying to win their first MVC game.
T-Mobile built a 5G network so powerful it goes beyond the expected. And now T-Mobile 5G internet for homes and businesses is here. Also here, 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 even here. Whatever shape your home or business is, T-Mobile is bringing high-speed internet to towns across America. Only 15 minutes to set up and just $50 a month with no exploding bills or annual contracts.
I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, right? I've been telling everyone.
Liberty.
Did you hear that? I just said her first word. Can you say mama?
Liberty.
Can you say auntie?
Liberty.
How many people did you tell?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
Remember why you became a nurse? You wanted to help people. And girl, you're just getting started. You know what's next. Getting your graduate degree, that's how you can change this place for the better. For yourself, your patients, the whole community. You want to make change happen? Walden University is all about change. It's time.
Walden University, set a course for change.
Our players of the game are a presentation of State Farm, a proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Have questions about your insurance? State Farm is there for your what-ifs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com to get a quote tonight. Now, the voting was really, really close, but these two guys squeaked out wins for our players of the game.
Hickman with 21 in the first half. Only the second Bradley player to do it since Hersey Hawkins did it. That's 20 points and a half. And Diavero was outstanding, a stat sheet stuffer. He gives some maturity to this Valpo team. And I got to give a shout out to Tyler Crow. He gets an assist for Hickman because Tyler Crow is the trainer for the Bradley Braves. He's the guy who got that ankle healthy. Hickman on fire tonight.
Yeah, they're a different team with him in the lineup.
No doubt. The rock for the Bradley Braves.
Took me till 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to become Captain Obvious. Pretty good for me. Bring it across here by Dean.
And it's nice for Roger Powell. He's got a guy now in Diavero that can also be the rock of that team. With the ball in his hands, the good things are going to happen.
That 3 too strong, but flying in for the rebound was Davis. And another offensive board for the Braves.
They swarm you from the corners. Relentless on the glass.
Dean missed. 2 minutes left.
A Euro step by Dean. I don't know how he got that one off.
Witherspoon threw it away. Here comes Davis. Braves on an 8-0 run. Madison will just hang on to it now. Now has to.
Well, Leon's hit that one out of the corner, kind of got him another little spurt going for the Braves. And Hannah did some good things here of late.
Davis with the fall away. About a minute 20 left to go. Substitution timeout for both teams. Kyle Thomas, Cade Hartke coming in.
Hartke got some minutes in the first half.
Yeah.
We got some playing time with Hickman's injury, and he's capitalized on it.
Williamson against Thomas. Trap. Thomas transferred in from Eastern Illinois. His mom played basketball at DePaul. His dad played basketball at Indiana. And Kyle Thomas's uncle played basketball at Bradley.
He's got some bloodlines, and he had a nice game against Truman State. Came off the bench, gave some real energy to the Braves, Kyle Thomas. One of those long bodies that Brian Worrell likes to recruit.
And Hartke.
The bench up in support of Hartke's basket.
86-61. The most points that Valpo's allowed in regulation here at home since 2011.
Well, we saw some signs of Valpo. It came in spurts. They have to try to extend those good stretches, and they have to really beef up and get on the glass.
Guess who it was against? Green Bay, with Brian Worrell as the head coach. And the final 10 will run off the clock.
We got a nice Bradley fan base behind us.
And there's the horn. And the Bradley Braves win their first Missouri Valley Conference game, taking down the Valparaiso Beacons 86-61 here at the Arc.
Well, Bradley impressive with their length. They got on the glass, a lot of second chance opportunities. You just kind of see the youth of Valpo, but some good things to build on for Roger Powell with this squad.
Especially with Diavero and a little confidence being built there.
Got to get Schwiger involved. We saw some sparks from Edwards, from Williamson. And Bradley gets that first win, the defending champions from last year. This may be the boost to get them going, and Hickman back and healthy for the Braves.
We'll catch our next MVC Women's Basketball Game of the Week production tomorrow on the Valley on ESPN. 2023 MVC regular season co-champions Illinois State and Belmont meet at the Curb Event Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Our coverage begins at 6:30 Central Time on the Valley on ESPN. That'll do it for us here at the Arc. For Kevin Lehman and our ESPN Valparaiso University Productions crew, it's Andy Mazer saying so long from the Arc at Valpo, where the final score once again was the Bradley Braves 86 and the Valparaiso Beacons 61. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and they're archived on the ESPN app. We appreciate you watching us here tonight, a production of ESPN. Bradley wins it 86-61. Good night, everybody.